week I'm helping my friend Bill Stien prepare some of his fossils. So this is one that he collected yesterday while he was out in the field. So this is the tibia of a Thescelosaurus, which is a smallish bipedal dinosaur, herbivore. And I'm gonna do a quick video of the preparation process. So it's mounted on a block of the original matrix, and I'm gonna keep it that way. And there's also some extra pieces here that I'm gonna reattach to this side. And you can tell that it's a tibia because it's flat here, and then it twists, and the other side will come up here. So it kind of has that twist to it. The first step in prepping this bone is going to be to air abrade the surface here. So we'll use a sand blaster and we'll basically shoot pressurized sodium bicarbonate to remove the sand from the surface of the bone. You can see that there's some kind of patchiness here, and that's because of the field glue that was applied to stabilize the bone. A lot of times these bones, especially if they're near the surface, will have a lot of cracks running through them. And so before they're taken out, they need to be stabilized. So the fossil is now set up in the blast box. So this is inside a wooden box with a glass case right here. And essentially we're gonna blast the surface off and prepare that sand and excess glue off, and then reattach these pieces here. When you're doing air abrasion, you really don't want to come straight at the fossil most of the time. If you come at a low angle, the abrasive will kind of ricochet off the bone and take away the sand and matrix and glue without pitting the bone. So if you go straight onto it, you can create pits and actually dig out the surface of the bone with the air abrasion. So it's important to keep a low angle, almost parallel to it, so that the abrasive is skimming off the fossil rather than hitting it straight on. Here where the sand and matrix and glue is a little thicker, and for that we'll use an air scribe and gently pop that off. Where the bone is broken over here, there's also some matrix that's been glued in to these cracks, so I'm going to want to take all that out in order to get those pieces that are missing the best possible fit back in. And again, with this tool, I don't want to come straight in at the bone because that will puncture it and cause damage. So I'm going to go almost parallel and just pop that glue right off. mostly cleaned off with the air abrasion. and we're going to attempt to fit these pieces back onto this broken end. So we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces to fit back on there. Leave that one a little higher up. Let's see here. Start with these smaller pieces. Those are a fit right there. There's the fit. And this glue is a little bit thicker, so it can help bridge the gap if there's a little bit of separation between the bone pieces. Spray, we have some instant activator, which will make the glue instantly solidify. And that piece should go somewhere in there, so we'll have to keep fiddling with it. Here we go. So that piece goes on there. That piece together. So that does fit on there, but we still have this other piece. I believe that fits in right there. So we got that piece together. And we have one more small chunk that goes in somewhere in here. So this little piece here goes right there. It's a good fit. Just fits in right there. And that whole piece fits back on there. So this is the portion we just reconstructed, and then all those pieces fit back together and give us a complete Thescelosaurus tibia. So now I'm going to take this back and air abrade that, and then we'll do the final preservation techniques. So this bone is mostly complete. The last thing we're going to do is go in with the air scribe and just take this edge in a little bit, and that will help highlight the bone and really make it pop out of the matrix that it's sitting in. Preparation is essentially complete, and we're going to do the final stabilization. So we need to stabilize this soft sandstone, so that's a permanent block for that bone to rest on. And we also need to cover the surface of the bone in a special kind of archival plastic called paraloid, and that will seal the bone so moisture isn't getting in the cracks and causing problems down the road. So the first thing I'm going to do is use this penetrant stabilizer to solidify the matrix permanently, and this will make sure that the matrix isn't also absorbing moisture or degrading. So the final stage is adding a special archival plastic to the surface of the bone, and that will protect it from moisture or from changes in heat and cold, and just seal it up so it's not affected by the elements. Into all the cracks, and we're going to coat the matrix with it too, just to be sure. And after it's dried a little bit, this is our final product.